our humanoid. Okay, so our walk speed right here, as you can see, it's gaining 1 every second. So there's 1 added. Welcome back, guys, to another Roblox studio tutorial. So today we're gonna be doing a tutorial on this game idea. It's called gain walk speed every second. So I don't know, I've seen this game on, it's pretty popular on Roblox. It's basically just getting speed every second. So you play the game, right, and every second your speed increases. That's literally the premise of the game, and that's pretty much all. I've seen other YouTubers also do it, so I just decided to make a tutorial on it as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's pretty simple, very, very simple. So to do it, we just need a server script and server script service. So script, insert, and server script service. Okay, so to do a walk speed adding thingy majingy, first we need to get the player. So when the player joins, we can do this by game.player.player added, and then connect this to a function. Okay, and in the brackets put player, and this is the player that joined. So whenever the player joins, you can get them by using this event and adding player to this parameter. All right, now when the player joins, there's another event you can do. It's called player.character added. This is basically whenever the player spawns in the game. So whenever the player's character is added to the game, and connect function, do brackets again, oops, like this, and do car, and this is the player's character. And in case you are confused to what this is, I'll show you real quick. So this does nothing right now. So this does absolutely nothing. But just to show you, when we join a game, right, our character spawns, right? This is our character, and our character has stuff like the humanoid, and from this we can actually change the walk speed. So as you can see in humanoid, there's properties, and in the properties there are like properties like walk speed right here. So this is what we want to change. So let's say if we change it to 25, we get a little bit faster, not really that fast. Or if you change it to 50, we become really fast. There's also jump power. You can manipulate this as well, so you can jump really high. So this is what we want to do. It's very simple. So what we can do is actually first get the humanoid. So humanoid equals car, wait for child, because the player has just the player's character has just loaded humanoid. So that's the thing that we were just manipulating, the humanoid's properties. And let's get the walk speed. Actually, we don't really need the walk speed. What we can do is first make a function, and this will be a function that will add walk speed to the player's character every second, and it will loop. So first we need to make a function add speed, and you can obviously add other stats as well, such as jump power, and then do this. In this parameter, we want to put the humanoid. So this is the humanoid right here. We're gonna pass it to this function. But we're gonna do inside this function spawn function. So spawn basically makes things such as a while loop. So since while loops, they loop forever, we don't want the script to just run the while loop and or we don't want the loop to be stuck on that while loop, right? We want to do other stuff as well in the same script, and we don't want the script to just run the while loop and get stuck on there. So we'll do wait one do, and actually, yeah, that's it. And let's do human.walk speed with a capital S plus equals 1. You add 1 to the walk speed every 1 second, and that's pretty much it. That simple, bro. It's that simple. So we can call this function here, add speed, and then we pass humanoid, which is the character's humanoid, the player's humanoid, basically. Okay, so there's only one problem. So if you play, it works right now, but there's a problem. So let's say our character and our humanoid, okay, so our walk speed right here, as you can see, it's gaining 1 every second. So there's 1 added to the walk speed every second, as you can see right here. But when we reset, okay, so let's wait until we respawn. Our walk speed is reset back to the default walk speed. As you can see, it's still increasing, but it's reset back, right? So now it's 20. It used to be like 30, right? So how do we continue it? So if you don't want your walk speed to stay the same after a player died, you can really finish it off here. But if you want the walk speed to stay the same after the player dies, what you want to do is actually add a variable. So let's add a variable after the player added event. So local current, well, you can just call it walk speed. So this is the walk speed variable, and you're going to store the actual walk speed number. And then we want to make a humanoid died event. So humanoid died event, self-explanatory. It's the event when a player dies. It detects when the player dies. So we'll do car, or actually not car, it's humanoid that died, and connect this to a function again. Function like this. And then we set the walk speed variable that we made, walk speed, to the humanoid's walk speed. So this is the current walk speed, like before the player responds. So like right after the player dies, right? But it's before the player responds. So it will be the current walk speed the player has. All right. And then now all you really need to do is, so when the walk speed is set, right now we can make an if statement like this. So let's say the player first joined, walk speed isn't defined, isn't set to any value. But what we can do is do if walk speed, meaning if walk speed does not equal nil, then, or you can just do if walk speed is the same exact thing. So you can do if walk speed. So if walk speed has a value in it, then we can just set the humanoid, or oops, actually put this if statement after the humanoid thing. If walk speed, then humanoid dot walk speed equal walk speed. So basically what it does, so this is the walk speed we defined. When the player first joins like the first time and has like the default walk speed, right? Default walk speed, this will be nil, right? So it's not gonna go through this if condition. So it's just gonna add speed after the default walk speed of the player. But if, let's say, the player dies, right, the walk speed variable is set to the humanoid's walk speed before the player respawns, right? And so when the player is added again, the player's character is added. So when the player respawns, this fires, and walk speed will then have a value in it. And then we can set the humanoid's walk speed to the walk speeds that we stored the humanoid walk speed. Oh, the walk speed variable that we stored the humanoid's walk speed in. So yeah. So now we can play it when the player resets and respawns again, they will have the same walk speed as before they died. So right now, let's check our humanoid, and as you can see, it's increasing. So it's right now it's at 25, 26, 27, reset 28, and response is gonna stay as the previous walk speed we'd have. So right now, we go on our character, and right now it has 32. Yeah, so it started at 28, and then it started increasing after that. So yeah, that's basically it. I might do a part 2 because this is a very simple tutorial. If you want, let me know if you want like a sequel to this tutorial if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more, subscribe and like, and be sure to suggest what you want next as a tutorial. I'll see you guys in the next one.